Hi everyone, Rohan this side, your favorite realtor from Roadies Realtors. And today I'm not going to speak about any property, but I'm going to speak about what is happening in especially UAE, the entire Middle East in the last 12 hours. See, a lot of chaos has been happening all around. I have been listening to many people posting some random things on social media because see, जब कोई chaotic चीज़ होती है ना, हर किसी को एक views जनरेट करने के लिए एक सोर्स चाहिए. And also, I have seen a person basically saying one of these things as well, that Burj Khalifa in Dubai is getting emptied because of the missile attack which is happening from Iran. Dubai Marina पे missile attack हो गया. दुबई में ये chaos हो गया. There are some clips going viral from several different locations that these missiles are basically getting intercepted on the mainland, and because of that chaos is happening everywhere. So मैंने सोचा कि एक बार आप लोग के सामने बैठूं, give you a clear understanding for what all things I have understood since like the whole day, whatever things I have been going through, and just give you a very good clarity that how we should take care of this thing going forward. Sri, we need to understand this was not something which was planned earlier or something which we never see coming. ईरान इसराइल का जो वॉर था, ईरान इसराइल का जो बेसिकली सबसे बड़ा टेंशन चल रहा था, इट वॉज गोइंग सिंस मंथ्स एंड मंथ्स, लाइक आई गेस इट्स गोइंग सिंस ईयर्स नाउ. Especially in the last quarter of 2025, it went to a different level, जहाँ पे ईरान एंड इसराइल के बीच में भी एक बार एक वॉर सिचुएशन क्रिएट हो गई थी, जहाँ पे कतर पे एयर स्ट्राइक हुई थी, and all of these things emerged, but they came down after a certain point of time, and UAE was never impacted because of these things. Then by 28th of December, Iran में protest होना start हो गया, because if you read the history of Iran as a country, Iran was never a Muslim country before. It's a part of GCC altogether. It's a Middle East part, but it was not a. They used to follow Western culture before, but since many years, since the monarchy started in that particular country, things changed, and people were not happy about what all things were happening, and especially Iran was basically building their nuclear power plant, which US was against too. See, it's the whole ecosystem of power and control in the whole wide world, be it about US, Russia, China, India, UAE, Saudi, any country you cater in front of you, they're all running behind one simple thing, that is power and control of the whole world. So US was always against Iran, that they should not do any nuclear power research in their country, but they were doing it under the table, any word you mean, but they were doing it. So US was always against them to do this. And Iran was also threatening Israel and other countries in between. Israel was threatening other countries in between, and this chaos was going on in between. See, working in real estate, I used to get catered with multiple clients from different nationalities. Now, see, most of the clients were basically shifting from other nationalities, like let's suppose from UK, people are shifting because of their tax regime. From people from India are shifting because of the safety concerns. People are shifting from US to Dubai because they find UAE, especially Dubai, as a safe haven for them. And even today, at this moment, I'm sitting in my living room, I'm feeling safe. Right next to me, I can see from my balcony all the airstrikes happening, missiles getting intercepted, everything, but I'm still peaceful because I know at the end of the day, the kind of defense system the UAE has and the kind of ecosystem they have created, the kind of safety protocol they follow, we know that this situation will be under control. But जिस तरह से न्यूज़ चैनल्स पे रिपोर्टर्स के थ्रू स्पेशली पेड टीआरपी के वजह से जिस तरह का एक विजन सामने आ रहा है, जिस तरह का एक पिक्चर सामने आ रहा है, स्पेशली विद ऑल द इन्फ्लुएंसर्स हु आर सिटिंग नॉट सिटिंग इन दुबई बट सिटिंग समवेयर इन द वर्ल्ड, एंड दे आर पुटिंग like a very bullish sort of things which doesn't make any sense on social media, and making this image of a certain country or a certain case going down, and which I feel is not something which we should follow on. So let's come back to the main topic, understand what is going on. See, this strike, see, a couple of days back, by 26th of Feb, a meeting was supposed to happen in between US, Iran, and Israel, come to a common ground in between these countries and solve the issues they had. But I guess that didn't went correctly. And at the end of the day, what happened? That today, since morning, Iran started doing aerial attacks, missile attacks on different countries. They started from Bahrain. Bahrain was the most impacted country. Then they went to Saudi. I heard the news that just hours before, they also did airstrikes on their main Riyadh section. Then they went to Kuwait. Kuwait airport got a bit airstrike from there, and especially then Abu Dhabi. Because see, all these locations which I am referring to right now, Iran is not basically targeting these countries, but they are targeting the US base settled in these countries. So that thing we have to clear about everything one of those, that Iran is not trying to harm any civilians or harm any infrastructure, but they are trying to harm the US military bases from which they have threat coming up. Because अगर आप पिछले 5 से 6 महीने का पूरा ट्रेजेक्टरी देखोगे, so US is basically setting up their camps in different all of these countries, and they are basically increasing the number of army officials over there. They are basically getting their all the bombers, their air missiles, their aircraft from US, and they were basically parking it. They were getting ready for the war. And also just say because of that threat, Iran started attacking again. Now, like 6 hours ago, I guess, early morning in US, Trump told us, like Trump has given a press conference and he has given a very clear statement that this night, the following night will be very crucial. He is going to do a major blowout attack on Iran, and he told in the speech that he is going to give a chance to all the Irani residents to take over the government and take back what you lost in last many years. So this is going to happen. If Trump is saying it is going to happen. But before that, we have seen whatever Trump used to say, it used to create a chaos in between the public. So we should not be in a chaotic position today. Be safe wherever you are. Stay safe in case of emergencies. Reach out to any UAE embassy, your UAE police, any authorities you can reach out to right now and take shelter. But don't make any panic decisions at this moment. Especially, I have been also getting calls from my investors that what is going to be the situation of real estate. And let me be very frank, it is very early to tell you about that because there has not been any impact and it's just the first day. And I'm not saying this is going to be a long journey, but considering the facts, these things they take time to cool down. UN has also basically intercepted in between the discussions. They are also coming in between. Saudi Prince and UAE President, they are also having a discussion. So for sure I know that these big authorities, they will have a discussion in between and they will come to a common ground and eventually everything will be sorted. See, these all people, as I told you in the initial stage, they are trying to regain the power and control of the entire thing. So there is nothing which is going to harm us, the middle class people who are in between this chaos. The only thing which I can request all of you to stay calm, stay safe. Don't believe whatever you're looking in front of you in terms of the news channels which they are basically sharing, because see, it's paid media at the end of the day. Especially in India, my parents, Disha's parents, they're constantly calling. They are stick to the TV, and they're just watching the news and sharing that this is happening. But whereas we are sitting here calmly in our rooms and we know there is nothing, no harm happening. We can see the missiles going, interceptions are happening, everything is happening. But we know it's safe heaven right now. It's safe because UAE has that power defense system that it will eventually overcome these issues. Tomorrow's day is going to be a very big day. It is basically going to define everything, whether this war will continue for coming months or whether it will end. The major decision time is tomorrow. So let's hope, let's pray that all these situations comes under control. I hope all the authorities who are doing all of this, in between all of this chaos, no one should get hurt and nothing should happen to any single individual, living individual. And let's hope and pray for that. Don't create any panic. Everyone in Dubai is safe, especially everyone in UAE is safe. No harm has happened. There is only one casualty which happened in Dhafra area, which is basically in Abu Dhabi, where the US Army base was. A Pakistani expat was like dead in between that issue, and that is something which is an sad news to hear about because we were not ready. But right now the defense system is ready, everything is being taken care of, and don't worry, everything is going to get settled down very soon. For now, airspace has been shut, DXB, DWC all has been shut for safety reasons. This is not because of any panic situation, but for safety reasons, because all these attacks are happening through air media only. So from air channels, if these attacks are happening, to keep you safe, they are making sure that airspace is closed. Especially if you see that entire airspace surrounding to Iran has been cleared. So we are, our governments are taking right measures to keep us safe. Let's believe on them. And if you have any relatives, any your kids, your family here in Dubai, don't worry about them. They are safe. Don't create a panic wherever you are. Don't share anything which is not making any sense just because you are looking at someone's reel or a video and they have higher views. That doesn't mean they are saying the truth. Rather, go into the basics. Look at the actual facts and figures. If you really want to understand what is happening in Dubai, follow Khalij Times, follow UAE authority channels. I'll add their links in the captions. Follow them and you'll get real time scenario. I'll make one more video tomorrow to give you guys on the updated section what is happening, but don't worry. Everything is well, everything is under control. Let's hope and let's pray that these discussions which are happening in between these authorities right now, they go well. And tomorrow we see a bright day and everything comes down to the normal. So thank you so much. Good night and don't panic.